Has the thought ever crossed your mind about what makes the Bermuda Triangle the most debated mystery in human history? Spanning from the southern tip of Florida to the islands of Bermuda and Puerto Rico, this enigmatic region forms a triangle, hence the name, the Bermuda Triangle. Covering approximately 500,000 square miles of the Atlantic Ocean, this expansive sea has been the stage for countless enigmas. For decades, the Bermuda Triangle has been synonymous with the unexplained disappearances of aircraft and ships. From commercial airlines to military vessels, many have embarked on journeys across this region, only to vanish without a trace. The Bermuda Triangle isn't marked on any official maps, and yet its infamous reputation precedes it. The mystery surrounding this nautical puzzle has led to various theories, from the plausible to the downright fantastical. With numerous theories and speculations, the Bermuda Triangle has become a subject of intrigue and fear. Our journey into the abyss begins in 1918, with the disappearance of the USS Cyclops. This colossal ship, a Proteus-class collier of the United States Navy, was on a mission that was far from out of the ordinary. It was transporting manganese ore, used in the manufacture of steel, from Brazil to the US. On board were over 300 souls, 206 crew members and 57 passengers, a mix of civilians and military personnel, each one unaware that they were embarking on what would become an infamous final voyage. The Cyclops was a mammoth vessel, the largest in the Navy's fleet at the time, and was considered virtually unsinkable. After a routine stop in Barbados in early March, the Cyclops set sail for Baltimore. But it never arrived. No distress signal was ever received, and despite extensive searches, not a single piece of wreckage, not a solitary lifeboat, nor any sign of the 306 people on board was ever found. It was as if the Cyclops and everyone aboard had simply vanished into thin air. This incident marks the single largest loss of life in the history of the US Navy, not related to combat. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops remains one of the most famous maritime mysteries to this day, and it initiated the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. The USS Cyclops vanished, leaving behind nothing but questions and the beginning of an enduring mystery. Fast forward to 1945 and we encounter the baffling disappearance of Flight 19. It was a routine training mission led by Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a seasoned pilot with over 2,400 flight hours under his belt. Alongside him were 4 other Avenger bomber planes, each manned by experienced pilots, all flying out of the Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale in Florida. As the squadron embarked on their mission, they were tasked with a simple objective: head out to sea, conduct a bombing run, then return home. The weather was clear, the sea was calm, and all seemed well. But as the afternoon wore on, something strange began to occur. Suddenly, the base lost contact with the squadron. Radio operators strained their ears against the static, but all they heard was an eerie silence. The last message received from Lieutenant Taylor was a chilling one. He reported his compasses were out, and that he believed they were flying over the Keys, but he didn't recognize the islands beneath them. In response, a Mariner flying boat, equipped with a crew of 13, was dispatched to investigate. The Mariner, known as a flying gas tank due to its volatile nature, took off into the gathering dusk, heading towards the last known location of the lost squadron. Then, as if swallowed by the night, the Mariner too vanished. No distress signals were heard, and despite a wide-scale search operation, no wreckage or debris was found. Flight 19, with its crew of 14, and the rescue Mariner with its crew of 13, vanished without a trace. The Navy's final report stated it was as if they had flown to Mars. The sudden loss of contact, the disappearance of experienced pilots in fine weather, and the vanishing of a search aircraft all added more layers to the unresolved mystery. Flight 19 and the rescue plane disappeared, deepening the enigma of the Bermuda Triangle. The year 1963 witnessed another baffling incident: the vanishing of the SS Marine Sulphur Queen. This massive tanker, a converted World War II T-2 tanker, was no stranger to the open seas. Laden with over 15,000 tons of molten sulfur, it embarked on a voyage from Beaumont, Texas to Norfolk, Virginia. On board were 39 crew members, each unaware that their fate was about to intertwine with the enigmatic Bermuda Triangle. The weather conditions were far from unusual, a standard sea state for that time of the year, nothing that the seasoned crew hadn't handled before. Yet on February 4th, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen vanished without a trace. No distress signals, no debris, no survivors. It was as if the vessel had simply evaporated into thin air. An extensive search operation was launched, scouring thousands of square miles of ocean for any sign of the ship or its crew. But despite the tireless efforts of the Coast Guard, the search yielded no results. The only remnants found were a few life preservers, some debris, and an empty, deflated life raft. The official Coast Guard report concluded that the ship was unsafe and should never have sailed. However, many questions remain unanswered. The disappearance of the SS Marine Sulphur Queen remains one of the most mysterious incidents associated with the Bermuda Triangle. The SS Marine Sulphur Queen disappeared, adding yet another chapter to the Bermuda Triangle mystery. Over the years, the Bermuda Triangle has been the subject of countless theories and speculations. A popular theory suggests paranormal activities, with some even going as far as to propose that the triangle is one of the few portals to another dimension or time. Stories of ships and aircraft re-emerging after years of disappearance only add fuel to this fire of speculation. Then we have the extraterrestrial enthusiasts. They argue that the Bermuda Triangle is a collecting point for aliens. For them, the sudden disappearance of aircraft and ships, often without a trace, is evidence of otherworldly intervention. But not all theories are steeped in the supernatural. Some believe that the triangle is a zone of magnetic anomalies. They suggest that these anomalies can cause compasses to go haywire, leading to navigational errors that end in tragedy. It's a theory that seems plausible, considering the region is one of the two places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align. Another theory, grounded in more realistic possibilities, points to methane hydrates. According to this theory, the sudden release of gas hydrates from the ocean floor could create a sort of bubble that can sink ships and draw aircraft into the ocean. However, the scientific community remains largely skeptical of these theories. Many scientists and researchers believe that human error and natural disasters are the most likely explanations for the disappearances. They argue that the area is a busy sea and air route, and statistically more traffic equals more accidents. Then there are those who point to the unpredictable weather patterns and the Gulf Stream's swift currents as factors contributing to the triangle's infamous reputation. They argue that these natural phenomena can easily lead to disaster, especially for unprepared or inexperienced travelers. While theories abound, the Bermuda Triangle continues to be shrouded in mystery. The Bermuda Triangle, a name synonymous with mystery, continues to baffle us even today. This vast expanse of ocean, stretching between the points of Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has been the stage for some of the most perplexing disappearances in history. Let's take a moment to revisit the incidents we've explored today. We began with the USS Cyclops, a colossus of a ship that vanished without a trace in 1918, taking with it 309 souls. No wreckage, no distress signals, nothing was ever found. Then, we delved into the enigma of Flight 19, 5 Navy bombers that disappeared in 1945 during a routine training mission. The pilots reported malfunctioning compasses, and despite extensive searches, neither the planes nor the 14 airmen were ever recovered. We also discussed the peculiar case of the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a tanker that disappeared in 1963 with 39 crew members on board. Despite carrying a cargo of molten sulfur, no trace of the ship or its hazardous freight was ever found. These are just a few of the many incidents that have occurred within the Triangle's boundaries, each one contributing to its enigmatic reputation. Despite numerous investigations, extensive scientific studies, and countless theories, the Bermuda Triangle remains a mystery. Its secrets are as deep and as elusive as the ocean it spans. Perhaps the answer lies beyond our current understanding of the natural world. Perhaps it's a puzzle waiting for the right pieces, the right minds, or the right moment in time to be solved. Or perhaps the Bermuda Triangle is a testament to the vast unknown that still exists in our world, a constant reminder that there are places and phenomena that continue to elude our comprehension, no matter how advanced our technology or our knowledge becomes. While the enigma of the Bermuda Triangle persists, it serves as a reminder of the vast unknown that still awaits our